Good evening, everyone. My name is Jason Makar Prajaratnam, and I'm an international student coordinator and part of the educational research team here at the Global Academy of Excellence. Today, I am truly honored to introduce an extraordinary individual who has dedicated her life in transforming education and making a significant impact on many lives around the globe. It's both inspiring and humbling to stand before you today and speak about the remarkable achievements of Ms. Prashitha Avinash, the founder and CEO of the Global Academy of Excellence. Ms. Prashitha, an engineering graduate from Tamil Nadu, India, worked as a software professional before settling down with her family in North Carolina. She resigned a lucrative six-figure salary job in pursuit of a greater purpose, to empower rural communities, especially in her hometown, India. And thus, the Global Academy of Excellence was born. Her educational journey did not stop with that. She has been continuously learning and achieving for the past 10 years, with 42 merit and accredited certifications to name a few. She's been recognized as a Microsoft Certified Innovative Educator, being named a Human Rights Consultant from the U.S. Institute of Diplomacy and Human Rights, and International Educationalist and Global Career Counselor from UCLA, and finally an American Merit Council Certified Soft Skills and Memory Trainer. Her selfless works were mentioned in more than 250 national e-magazines and print magazines, like Fox Story India, Hindustan Times, The Education Times, and so forth. To add on, she was identified as a top 100 Women Icon in 2021 by Fox Clues and awarded the India Prime Awards, Asian Education Awards in 2022, and the She Inspires Award from Bolton, England in 2023. Now, Ms. Prashitha Avinash is known for her profound knowledge and skills in promoting and protecting human rights, especially the right to education for underprivileged children and rural educators globally. She has trained the principals and lecturers and government schools teachers from the prestigious District Institute of Education and Training, which, if you didn't know, is a governmental body responsible for creating syllabus and books for the state of Tamil Nadu. She is a great leader, an executive mentor and trainer, a source of continuous motivation. She exhibited great professional ethics during every session, and she is institutional in shaping our professional conduct. On behalf of all of us, thank you for mentoring, molding, and guiding us to accomplish the most innovative projects in the span of just 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the embodiment of empowerment, the advocate for education, and the CEO who believes education is the key to a brighter future, Ms. Prashitha Avinash.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests of honor, honorable parents, and most importantly, our student interns, both from USA and Canada. Thanks for being with us in this rough weather. It actually means how valued you have been to, put to our invitation. And so thank you so much for that. It is with immense pleasure, gratitude, and humbleness I would like to render my thanks to the Almighty for helping me stand before you all as the founder and CEO of this esteemed educational organization, the Global Academy of Excellence. I would like to commence my oration by stating one of the most powerful quotes by Mr. Kofi Annan. He stated that education is a human right with immense power to transform. On its foundation lies the cornerstones of freedom, democracy, and sustainable human development. This evening, we gather here to celebrate the remarkable achievements and contributions made in the field of education by Global Academy of Excellence, which we in turn want to share with our student interns from US and Canada. As you all have seen, Global Academy of Excellence is a 5-star GMB-rated educational organization by Google, Asian Education Award winner for the year 2022, Students' Choice Award winner for the year 2021, 2022, and 2023, and the Indian Glory Award winner for Excellence in Research category 2023. About a decade back, in 2012, when me and my spouse, Mr. Avinash Pattabhiraman, had to land in US, I was an engineering graduate working for a multinational software company. At one point, when we both have to retrieve ourselves from the usual self-centric life and to attend one of the world's pivotal issues to produce quality education, especially to the marginalized community students, this helped us to establish Global Academy of Excellence. Of course, as Jassy mentioned, at the cost of losing my six-figure salary, but we took it up with great mission. Our mission statement is to provide 21st century learning skills, life skills, and literacy skills in par with international standards to the rural community educators and students free of cost. Yes, you heard us right. It was given free of cost. And we formulated this inclusive, equitable, and high-quality education proposed by the UNESCO Education 2030 SDG, Sustainable Development Goal, in the agenda, which was proposed in 2015. Our services are extended not only to the government schools and government-aided schools, but also to the HIV-affected children, children at rehabilitation centers, open house shelters, orphanages, and NGOs. I take up this opportunity to proudly say that through Global Academy of Excellence, we have trained the educational government officials, principals, headmasters, diet lecturers, professors, government and government-aided school teachers, and NGO rural educators. The vast experience and knowledge gathered while mentoring the 4 different district institute of education and training in Tamil Nadu, namely Salem, Tanjore, Krishnagiri, and Vellore, urged us to propose the innovative curriculum methodologies and helped us to collaborate with them to identify the real stimulating needs of the children to face this 21st century corporate world. And we took extra miles to help them know what the global system of education really demanded from them. In January 2023, we created a platform for the educational research projects aligning with the actual requirements of the targeted areas of rural education system, especially in India. I take privilege in congratulating each and every student who is present here, who has been a catalyst in achieving the organization's goal past 6 months. I also want to extend my warm gratitude to the parents who have entrusted their children with us in this remarkable journey. Even at the very start of the educational research project, or the ERT project we call in short, the entire team was eventually prepared to face the rough roads ahead because we didn't have a roadmap. We were prepared for the journey, but we were the pioneers in it. The greatest challenge the team had to face was to convert the international standard of educational aspects to the rural education system without diluting the quality and at the same time making it affordable. Our deeper exploration helped us to identify and categorize the research projects into 2 types, curriculum-based and workshop-based. Memory skill training, soft skill training, global leadership training, introduction to the corporate world, job interview skills and etiquettes, introduction to the career counseling, student profile building, were to name a few. We also offer soft skill and communication upskilling training for the rural educators as well. Through this education research project, just in 2 years, we were able to spread across 4 districts in Tamil Nadu and gain global recognitions from India, US, and UK, reaching nearly hundreds and thousands of children across all the 4 districts. Our innovative trainings offered to the Diet was highly appreciated and felicitated by the state education policy in Tamil Nadu, India. Through this educational research project, we want to amplify to a considerable degree by focusing on most constructive pioneer projects, such as introducing media ethics to the rural sector children through short films, helping the children to attend the global expert panel meets, and building student profiles for their colleges. Among them, the most challenging project that we are working hard towards that to make it near to possible is introducing robotics without programming or coding for the rural children with the only targeted goal of helping them understand what the future techno world is all about. It requires lots of R&Ds, financial assistance, and most importantly, concrete structure of execution. We are almost set and ready to launch the introduction of robotics as a pilot project for the academic year 2025 across 25,000 children in 25 model schools, NGOs, and institutions. Wish us all success. As a founder of Global Academy of Excellence, representing the organization, I feel so blessed and privileged to have traveled with our student interns for past 6 months. It was an added crew of 25 high schoolers for our research projects. Most prominently, the core idea behind recruiting them was to help them and to train them to create the future world by being socially responsible citizens. We wanted them to strongly believe that the monetary donations that an individual could offer to the society is one of the most easiest form, and more than that, all that is required for this world to transform is to transfer one's own knowledge, resource, and most importantly, their time. Hence, through GAIOX, we encourage the cross-cultural skills and transfers through our ERT project to equip and empower the most deserved sector of less privileged children in socioeconomic standards, irrespective of their caste, creed, color, and race. In fact, we created a concrete foundation for our student interns to cross these geographical borders digitally. And dear parents, if you're still here wondering on what your child has done to receive these prestigious recognitions from the governmental bodies in India through certificates from Diet and Indian Glorious Awards, here are the statistics. India is a home of roughly 450 million children, which is 19% of the entire children population in the world. And hence, through these robust projects, we have focused on the major issues faced by almost one-fifth of the entire children population in the world. These projects have given our student interns the great exposures, and we've made sure every child had taken back a message for life during their venture with us. As we celebrate this evening, let us remember that our work is far from over. There are still countless children waiting for an opportunity to learn, waiting for a chance to unlock their full potential. It is our collective responsibility to ensure that they are not forgotten. On a closing note, our sincere thanks to the Honorable Mayor, teacher colleague, Mr. Satish Karmala, Pastor Bijip Philippos, Dr. Karthikeyan Subramanian, Mr. Rajesh Yarlagada, Ms. Rohini Muthu Subramaniam, Ms. Sivagami Anadure, Mr. Arvind Katragada, Mr. Suresh Velanki, Mr. John Sadanandam, Mr. Robinson Asirvadam, Mr. Maharajan Shanmugam, Mr. Bharati Pandi, Mr. Vinay and Mrs. Shrena Kanchadla, Ms. Nitya Ganapati, Mr. Vishwanathan Krishnan, Mr. Jagdishan Jaivel, Mr. Sampath Chintapalli, Mr. Prasad Monangi, Mr. Ramallu, Mr. Vamshi Botu, Mr. Keshav Vemula, Mr. Siddha Konanki, Mr. Sridhar Garanti, Mr. Srinivas Teneti, Ms. Kavita Varivelan, Board of Members and representatives from CTS, TCANC, TANA, Tata, Tutor, and VStrive, and to all the organizations and the NGOs who have joined here with us for today. Thanks a lot for your esteemed presence, and this moment will be cherished forever by Global Academy of Excellence. Special thanks to Mr. Arvind Katragada, Mr. Henry Rapaka, Mr. Vijay Madalla, Mr. Prabhu, Mr. Paul, Mrs. Gayatri Prabhu, Mrs. Meenakshi Kartikeyan, Mrs. Annie Rapaka, Mrs. Aishwarya Bhupati, Mrs. Sunita Vijay, Mrs. Sona Matthew, and Mrs. Shiny Robinson, and our junior team, Ms. Sara, Ms. Shirley, Ms. Amalya, Ms. Shravya, and Tina Jose, for being a part of this leadership panel at GAIOX and mentoring our student interns and making this event a great success. To all our international student coordinators, Mr. Sujay Kartikeyan, Ms. Hannah Katragada, Mr. Samuel Johnson, Ms. Mukshita Hariharan, Ms. Jaslyn, I personally consider you all as a youth icon of GAIOX and could proudly set you as an example for the future generations. Thank you once again, all of you, for joining us. May this award function serve as a reminder to all of us about the power of education and the incredible potential with each and every one of us to bring about the global change. Any country will not be a good place to live in unless we make it a good place for all of us to live in. Finally, to all these student interns who have gathered here, we are proud of you all. Thanks for everything that you've done for GAIOX. From the bottom of my heart, I would love to offer my gratitude. And if it is a message that you all want to take home, here it is. Be responsible, be inclusive, adapt integrity, hold yourself accountable, apologize, serve professionally. Don't try to create and analyze at the same time. They are two different processes. Complete what you have set out to. Do your best work. Adapt, inspire, and develop. All the best. Thank you. Have a wonderful evening.